What does art mean to you? It means different things to different people. This is Iwalewa Gallery of Art, a gallery of art with over 10,000 collections. It's a modern and contemporary gallery of art. The founder and CEO is Femi Williams. Join me as we meet Femi Williams. Let's go. Hello, Femi.
Hello, Rapid TV. Welcome to Iwalewa Gallery of Art.
Thank you so
Let me
much.
take you around.
Thank you. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's a pleasure to be with you. I must say you have a very beautiful space. Talk to me about Femi. Who is Femi?
Femi Williams is a visual artist, and a visual artist, a collector, and a gallery owner.
So you are a visual artist. Talk to me about how it started, how you got into that space.
I've always done art as a way of life growing up because my dad lectured art. My dad's an artist and he lectured art in University of Benin. So growing up, we've always had the different forms of arts growing up. So it's always been there, inborn. So at the time I studied art in school, I went to Arch Polytechnic, which I graduated from painting. I majored in painting, and I saw a gap that I needed to fill. So in as much as I practice art, I wanted to do the business of art as well, because coming from the artist's perspective, I see art differently in the standard forms, the quality, and so that's what inspired me to do Iwalewa Gallery of Art, yes.
So your name, Iwalewa Gallery of Art, it really caught my attention.
Okay.
What does Iwalewa mean, and why did you choose that particular name?
It's a reflection of my personality. So your character shows how beautiful you are inside. It's not how, for women, how pretty they are. It's a character of a person that shows how beautiful the person is. So that's why I chose that name. And in art, there's nothing like a bad art. So someone's effort, that character of the person shows in the piece. So that's how the name came about.
What does art mean to you, really?
Art is everything. Art is life, basically. Without art, there's no life. Same means everything to me.
It's the way you said it. Without art, there is no life. And I completely agree. So I'm beginning to appreciate art more.
Okay.
I'm beginning to look at things differently. So like you said, there's really no bad art. But let's talk about, art in Nigeria.
Okay.
How would you describe it? And like I said, I'm beginning to appreciate it more. And there's some persons that, to them, it's nothing. For some persons, it's a big deal. But how would you describe what is the revolution that is going on when you talk about art in Nigeria?
So I think for me, it's about the environment. We're a product of our environment. So I think you're appreciating art now because you see more art. So the more exposed you are to a space, the more it becomes appreciated. So art is increasing in Nigeria. It's not doing badly. You have a lot of great artists in Nigeria. There's a conscious movement of art. There's more galleries springing up. There are more art programs. There are more ways to work projects. So subconsciously, Nigerians are beginning to be awakened to that consciousness of art. And that's why art seems like it's booming more, and it will only get better.
So Iwalewa Gallery of Art, what is it made of? Talk to me about the artworks that you have in your gallery.
So for me, we collect anything that's very nice, because if you say good art, you will know. Moving from the gates, I'm sure you'd have seen the collection that we have. So there's a conscious waste to wealth collection project, which says that the environment has to be clean. So we want to be part of that cleanliness. So how do we become part of that cleanliness? You see people bringing out things from bins, making it to be used for creative stuff. So we try to key into that project, the Borders organization, trying to see how we can push all of this creatively, aesthetically as well. So instead of littering the gutters and everything, we have projects that people pick up those stuffs and use to bring out something very nice. And you appreciate it eventually.
Let's talk about you, Femi. You're a visual artist, and I would love to know how you get your inspiration to come up with your artworks. Now, I feel like art is more spiritual. Permit me to use that word.
Well, spiritual in nature. My birth. We're creation of God. So
Right.
my birth, well, spiritual. But how conscious are we to the spirituality is the difference. So I would even say everybody's an artist. Because
Am I?
your color scheme, your nails, your hats, the colors on your hats are on your nails. So I don't know if that's conscious or if it's subconscious, but it's there. You know, your makeup, the way you dress, is all arts. It's all conscious. So sometimes our subconscious it has it, but we're not conscious of it. So when you're not conscious, then I say, okay, because everybody be creative. Even the way you can place your food creatively. You understand? So that's it. So everybody has it in them, but none of us are conscious of it. Because first of all, we're a creation of God, and God is the greatest artist. So we are a part of Him. You understand? So that's it.
So talk to me about your artworks. What's the inspiration between your artworks? By the way, we're going to move around and just take a look at some of your collections. And I would love to see your favorite and the most stressful and the one that was
I would
really...
say I love all of them because there's no really favorite because they all mean different things to me and I have different attraction to them. You understand? So there's a treasure, that I'm conscious of and I put in a lot of effort to it. So what inspires the environment basically, that's it. The environment, nature, women sometimes, so.
So let's talk about art generally. If you were to predict, if you were to talk about what the future holds for, art, for arts gallery, what would you say?
It's endless. It's endless. So it just gets better and better and better and better and better. You understand? So you look at works from the 19th century, we appreciate it when we see it today. So you can imagine how long. So art to outlive us. So it's something that's endless. There's no end to it. So the earlier a lot of people are more conscious of that fact, the better. And they tell a story. So even when you're gone or when we are gone, the collections that we have will still live. So we just pray that we have a lot of people to protect it the much they can. Like for someone like MC Shillon now, he's my mentor. He's collected art endlessly. He's built a Pan-African, he's built a museum in the Pan-African University for legacy. That's a lot. Understand?
A very beautiful gallery.
Yes, solely for legacy. So people should do that more. So he already knows that if he's not there, we're not going to live forever. If he's not there, what happens to his collection? What happens to his name? What happens to, So he's built his own legacy. So I think we should be conscious of our legacy as collectors, as artists, knowing where we want our art to be and how we want it to be preserved. So that's it.
Iwalewa Gallery of Arts, is this gallery just your work or it has...
It's a whole collection. It has my work in terms of the inputs in creating the space right now because the business of art itself has slowed me down in my own creativity. But I didn't allow it to slow me down technically. So that's why if you come to the space, it's art on its own. So it's like the whole gallery is like an installation of different things put together because that's art in itself.
You just made mention of something that really pricks me a bit, the fact that the business of art has slowed you down. Talk to me about that.
Slowed me down in terms of my personal paintings. That's what I meant. But it's not slowed me down in terms of creativity. So that's why I make sure the gallery is very creative. So when people come, they're soaked in the space as one piece. Not just any gallery, but a gallery that's from the entrance of the gate. You can tell the details, you can see, you can feel, from nature to the plant to how it's curated. It's like a therapy, it's like healing. You just come in and, okay, you feel at home. You don't even want to go. You don't even know when time passes by, it's just like, it's like a part of you. It may come in. So even if you're worried about anything, you forget it. So it's made me go on to another part of art, the creative, the natural, the therapeutic part of it.
Part of art.
So
let's talk about the business of art. How would you describe it in Nigeria? How would you describe the business of art? Because I feel like it's a big deal.
Okay. So I always say something, it's whatever you're passionate about somehow, So for me, if you chase the passion, the money will come. So for me, it's more like that. So I'm passionate about what I do it effortlessly. So somehow the money comes. I wouldn't discourage anybody from the business, but the business is, of course, a business. And it's not bad, but the passion first. When the passion is there, the money just comes naturally. So let's even take Iwalewa there as a case study for an instance. A beautiful space, have artworks. Without the art sales, we can still fund ourselves because there's what they call art rentals. There's a film going on right now while we're doing this interview. It's been rented to use for an hour or 2 hours. So that's gives us income. So from beautifying the space passionately, we've been able to make money from that alone. That I was even asking myself that, are you sure if you made the gallery to be a content creation space for people, how much can you really make? You'll be shocked how much you can really make from just that. So with the economy, with everything that's happening, things just shifting themselves. Do you understand? Things just shifting themselves. People come in and call her, oh, do we have to pay to come in? I said, no, it's free. Do you understand? So people even want to pay to come and view what you've passionately done. So that gives us a lot of joy to say, okay, that was not doing anything wrong. We have a lot of people, we have a long list of people wanting to come to the gallery space every time.
Okay, including myself, and I'm glad that I'm here finally.
Yeah, I would try to curate it because in as much as the gallery is for everybody, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
It has to be for that mindset of people that appreciate what we do.
So again, the program that I do is one that appreciates art. And oftentimes I tell people, if you're in Lagos, there are places that you shouldn't miss. Now that I have been to Iwalewa Gallery of Art, I feel like a tourist, anyone who comes into Lagos, you'll be doing yourself a disservice if you do not visit Iwalewa Gallery of Art.
Thank you very much.
Right. So talk to me about that. How can people access Iwalewa Gallery of Art?
Very accessible. The address, it's whether it's on the map. So just a call, just a DM, shop on our gates will open to the public.
So people can walk in and just come.
Very well. Yes.
The artworks you have here, are they for sale or
everything in the gallery space is for sale?
You told me, including the gates.
Including the gates, yes, actually. But we're art pieces, so someone might love it that much because the creativity is endless for us. So we're already looking at what next. So we're always yearning for more. So if you yearn for more, if these ones don't go, more can come in. So we're constantly want to sell everything that we have in the gallery spaces.
So let me ask you, what has been, I know you talked about passion. I know you said you have to have passion for what you do. But sometimes some things can be really challenging for you. What has been the most challenging part of what you do as a visual artist?
So the word say, when you say sometimes this can be challenging for you, it depends on the person. So nothing is challenging for me. So I don't see those walls. So some things don't exist with me. You understand? So it's what you want to see that you see. So I've never been challenged in that phase because it's all a movement, it's all a path. So I don't see it as a challenge. It's okay. It's just one of those things and you come and pass and you go. So it depends on how you see things, how you view things, and that's how it works for you.
The materials you use for your artworks, because I know you have to carefully select them, how available are they for you?
Very, very available. So I'll give you a funny story. I was doing a coffee shop in this gallery space. I'll show it to you. But I wanted to have a natural view. So the natural view was whatever we do, we'll use a see-through glass. But it was about 6 meters for the length of the space. So the guys that fixed the glass messed it up. That's okay. So what next? That's what I said. It's already been bad, so that's a problem. So maybe it's a go-to, because sometimes you don't really know the ending of the step when you take the first step.
Sure.
You know? So I said, okay, no problem. Let's cover it. We covered the glass and used raffias. So it's so beautiful now that people do not know where it came from. But I didn't know where it came from as well, but we're just working. And once your mind is open, it just keeps going and keeps coming. So that's it. So I'll show you the space, so maybe you will understand what I'm saying when you say it more.
Oops. So right now we have to move around and just take a look at some of the artworks that you have here and appreciate them more and have people come see for themselves.
Yes, please.
Not through our lenses, but just basically come see for yourself, and perhaps you could get a piece or two. But Femi, it's really been amazing talking to you, and well done.
Thank you very much.
I mean, the feeling from the gate, and I walked in, I'm like, I mean, when you walk in, you would know, oh, this is an art gallery that stands out.
Thank you.
And well done.
Thank you. A pleasure. And thanks for coming.
You're
We
welcome.
really appreciate it. Okay, so this is an ongoing exhibition showing the best of a particular class from Russia Polytechnic.
So a particular class from Auchi.
So they graduated in 1999, so it's 25 years down the line. So imagine 25 years of doing the same thing, studio practice. So this is the best of the best.
So you have a collection from different artists here.
Different artists from a particular class.
Oh,
Yes, from a particular class. So you have Harry Igba. Kratos Andorra is based in London. That's his work.
okay.
Andorra is based in London. That's his work.
Oh,
So he came for this exhibition as well. So back to passion. You know, he wants to give back to his society. Even if he's based in London, he hasn't forgotten where he's from. So he'll still come back home and do stuffs with his classmates.
nice. Really beautiful.
So this is Clara's work.
What did you
So
call it?
Clara, the
Clara.
name of the artist, Oride. She's part of the class. She's the only female in the class practicing. So kudos to her. She's doing very well. She's based in Abuja right now, but she's part of the exhibition. Yeah.
This is beautiful. So I wish I could even ask her the idea. I mean, these are of different colors.
Yeah,
They
patterns
flowers.
put together. So it just reminds me of fabric, but it's nicely curated. But if you look deep in it, you see, if you look at this now,
Yeah.
you can see. So art is deep. So you have to sometimes sit down and engage with the work. You know, because it's, like I said, art is therapeutic.
Yeah.
So you have to communicate with it. And so this is Okuli's work, metal. So these are different materials. So in art, it's called junk art. If you look at this medium and you look at this medium, it's two different mediums. It's
Oh,
metal, but
but
it's done
it's
differently.
yeah.
You understand? So these are junk put together
And it's
to give them an art form, so you can see that as a drummer.
yeah. I mean, I love the creativity. I love the detailing.
So even without using colors, the sculptor can still show his piece
Yeah.
in a particular form. So this is a piece from Paris Abareme, showing a metal piece, mixed media, one piece. You can see the metal spikes, the fly on her head. So she's just a gorgeous woman, you know, getting ready for a proper weekend, Lagos
Lagos weekend.
weekend. You know.
I love it, and I love the lashes.
Yeah.
I'm told you're not really supposed to touch.
Yes, most of the put
artworks,
there for you because
Yes.
imagine touching an artwork, everybody's touching it, it changes the color of the
Yeah.
work. Yes, so someone is supposed
Well,
to
I love the lashes that comes with it. I mean, it just tells.
and the
Oh,
lift is very real, even the beads.
I mean, she's on makeup, and that is a typical Lagos lady who wants to go for one day.
Yes.
So let's start from the
Okay.
tires.
So the tie is a Westworld work. So this is tire work, you know, done by NS1 Kocha. That's the name of the artist. It's based in America right now. So some of our artists we're losing them in Nigeria because they have more value for
So
what they're doing there.
would you say we're losing them, or maybe we're not losing them because I mean we still have their artworks.
Yeah,
back
but
here in
now
Nigeria.
when we look at the exchange rate and
Yeah.
they earn so much in forex, so we the Nigerians, how do we afford to buy a laptop for $10,000 for it. That's
Sure.
So
But
hope our economy gets better as well.
to get close, something really caught my attention, or he called my attention to something, to this particular artwork. We're not supposed to touch, so, but just take a good look at this. You'll see these are natural lashes. So for females, we wear extensions, right? And it's interesting to see that an artist would, of everything,
Think of that.
think of this.
So all the
Have it on this artwork.
all
It's
materials
really beautiful.
are very useful for artists to use. So if you're dating an artist, you have to be careful around him.
They could use you as an artwork, or use
You
something
use something around you. Your
as
stuff.
an artwork.
I know that's okay.
Really beautiful. There is absolutely no limit to art. Art is life. Art is beautiful. Walking in from the entrance of Iwalewa Art Gallery, it's absolutely beautiful to see all of the creativity and artwork and the effort put into all of this just to create a beautiful ambience. This is where we let the curtain fall from Iwalewa Art Gallery. My name is Esther Omelo, and this is Rapid TV.